Let's continue exploring tracking inside Premiere Pro 2026. Previously, I showed you how to spotlight a subject using an oval mask. And in today's one, I'm going to show you how to make anything glow in your video and even blink with that same glow. Let's dive in. So we're going to work with this clip here, and this is just a guy walking. And I want to show you a method that I saw on the internet and why it's kind of wrong and messy and there is a bug in it and how to bypass that bug. But there is another issue with key misalignment. So firstly, let's track our subject, which is this guy. Click on the clip, click on this object mask tool and click on our subject. Under the effect controls, unassigned masks, object mask 01, click on this track forwards and backwards, and let's wait till Premiere tracks our subject. Okay, now that it's done, what we need to do is we need to click on the new item, create the color matte, click OK, and let's choose a color for this and click OK again. Now you need to paste this on the V2 actually. And what you need to do is you need to copy this object mask to this color matte and paste it under the opacity. Boom. So this is the first issue. You can see the mask is not moving and it's stationary. This is the first problem with this method. And let's just remove this mask from here. And to bypass this issue, what you need to do is right click, nest this, click OK. And then you can paste your tracked information under the opacity. And now you can see the mask is moving and everything is great. So what you can do is choose one of the blend modes that will fit for your particular case. For example, overlay, and boom, you can see the person is highlighted and everything is nice. And you can set the opacity keys to make him blink. I'll show you later how to do that. But there is another issue with this method. Let me demonstrate it to you. So if we trim the front of the clip and use again the color matte, and let's just nest this again. Okay. And let's just copy information from this object mask to this opacity again. You remember, right? We trimmed the beginning of the clip. You see, there is mismatch in the movement. Your keys are misaligned now because we trimmed the front of the clip. And this is happening all the time. No matter if we're going to retrack everything, you will still have this misalignment. So this is why this is kind of bad. If you're not going to trim the clip in any way, this will do the trick. But here is the better way of doing this. So what you need to do with your clip selected, click on this object mask tool again, click on the subject. You see it's differentiated the bag and the person itself. Click on the bag as well to include it in the tracking. Again, click this track backwards and forwards and let's wait till Premiere finishes the tracking. Okay, now that is done, what we need to do is go to the effects and search for VR glow. And let's just drag this to our clip, and mask should automatically be assigned to that effect. And now what we need to do, let's just go to the beginning of the clip. Now, what we need to do, there is this luma threshold that we need, and click on this use tint color, and let's change the color. Let's pick something like this blue right here, and with this luma threshold, we can control this effect. So if you want the full effect, just turn this to 0, and now if we're gonna play back, you can see the object is perfectly highlighted. And if you want partial effect, you can go and do something like, let me just go down, and you can go and do something like this. So it will glow, but the edges will glow, not the whole object itself. And I think this is cooler way. So now that you finished with setting up the effect, to make this blink, what you need to do actually is click on this opacity right here, and let's just lower it to 0 and go like hold shift and click the right arrow once, twice. So this is 10 frames forward, and let's just increase the opacity to 100% again. Let's just shift, right arrow, again right arrow. Let's just decrease again opacity. So you got it, right? So we're creating this blinking effect right here. Let's go a couple of frames forward. Let's increase it. Again, 10 frames forward, 10 frames forward. And we're increasing and decreasing the opacity. Okay, so now to make the effect even smoother, select all the keys, right click on them and ease out on them. So now if we're going to play this back, let's see, you see, there is the blinking effect. Let's just view it once more. Boom, there you have it. Where's the loop icon? You can actually do something like this. Loop playback, place it here, click OK, loop playback, and let's see. So you can see this blinking, glowing highlight effect.